What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be coming to you guys with another video. I'm talking to you guys about why I decided to become an esthetician. I don't want to waste any time. Let's get into it. I basically have gone job to job. I moved to California after completing my college degree, in which I got a degree in art and psychology. And I thought I was gonna be an art therapist, okay? So I thought I was gonna have like a 9-to-5, a typical therapist job. I wanted to do something where I knew I was helping people and healing people. But once I started further looking into the profession and interviewing people who were in the field, I got a little discouraged because I did not want to be so limited as in the way that I'm able to practice therapy. When I started doing more research, I just found out it's a lot of paperwork, and it basically did not look like the free-spirited profession that I thought I was going to be going into. I did, however, need to go ahead and start making a living for myself, so I worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Shout out to my first real job. I was able to get my first apartment and really get established. Now, the only issue with that is I saw myself getting comfortable, and by comfortable, I don't mean I was happy with my job. I just saw myself settling and getting really discouraged and kind of depressed about how or what I could go after that would be really fulfilling and, you know, able to sustain myself. So following my enterprise career, there was a few things that was the catalyst for me leaving enterprise, and it basically was a wake-up call, you guys. Like, I had basically a spiritual awakening, and out of a very toxic relationship kind of catapulted me into wanting to do a little bit of self-study. 2018, I spent the year journaling, doing like self-study work. I was taking master courses and reading a lot of books like Deepak Chopra, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, and I really just wanted to shift my mentality into a place of abundance and basically just reminding myself what it was that I was truly passionate about, and it was healing from the inside out, making sure that I'm taking care of myself, and that was something I did not do while I was at my corporate job. So during that year, I decided to go to Korea in that following winter, and that was the winter of 2017. When I came back, I had a plan because Korea just wasn't it, but I was able to find out a lot more about myself during my time there, and that was my first time out of the United States. I went by myself. I moved to a different country on my own, so I was super proud of myself. Once I got back, I had three things that I said I wanted to do. And I've always been about, if it's something I want to try, I'm going to try it, you guys. Like, whatever it is, do it. And I think a lot of people look at that as, you know, being kind of lost or confused. But I think going through those experiences, I'll never look back and say, oh, I should have done this, because, you know, that's what I was thinking about at the time. If you want to do it, do it. And then you'll get to know more about yourself and more about what it is that you truly like. It's kind of like dating, and you don't know what you want in a partner until you can kind of see, you know, the attributes of people who you don't want, and you can sift through it that way. That doesn't work for everybody, but it worked for me. So I told myself I wanted to do visual merchandising, work on set as a set designer, and the last thing I wanted to do was something in a healing profession. Now, the healing profession was definitely on the top of my list, but you guys, the scope and the way that my mind got overwhelmed thinking about what it was that I wanted to do in healing was big at the time, and I just didn't put the energy into researching different healing modalities. There was just so many things I didn't know where to start. I didn't even know about the scope of healing. Okay, so I went ahead and I did visual merchandising. I moved back to the United States, and I started at $7.50 an hour doing work at, I believe it's called Crosswork. And I worked my way up to a $60,000 a year job within 7 months, you guys. I was at Gap in Santa Barbara working as a visual merchandiser. Now, I was there all of maybe 4 months and I realized this is not for me. It's major sales. It's not as creative as I thought it was going to be. We get these templates from corporate and we literally are kind of just putting together the visuals that they already have created. So I did not feel fulfilled at all, you guys. Next thing you know, the pandemic came and I had the opportunity of a lifetime to work with a friend where we were doing set design for our own YouTube show, where I got a ton of experience, and we also started doing photography, and I got so much experience doing set design, building things, literally wood and nails, to the fabrics and designing the outfits and the hair and the makeup, and everything was constructed literally by us. It was so much work. It was overwhelming. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. But you guys, I could not see it being sustainable for a long period of time because it takes so much work and so much energy goes into one project. I just told myself, you know, in order to truly, truly be fulfilled, I need to be able to pour into myself as much as I'm pouring into my work. So the creative aspect was there, but the healing aspect was missing. So last thing, I said, you know what? Let me start doing my research in the field of healing and see what I come across. You guys, I came across herbalism, metaphysics, Ayurvedic medicine. I came across feng shui, skincare healing, fitness. Like, this field was endless. And I just really started doing a lot of research and watching a lot of YouTubes about healing modalities and what that looks like. And you guys, I was in love. I was in love, okay? So needless to say, it ended me up here in esthetician school. I'm in North Hollywood, California. Once I got my feng shui certification. I did that. I was able to do that in about 4 weeks time. And then I said, let me go ahead and do skincare because that's the next thing that I'm most interested in. And this field is just so broad. I love taking care of my skin. I love taking care of my health. And I need the reminder daily to drink water. So working in skincare is definitely going to provide that for me. And through this, I'll be able to help people heal from the inside out. And it's just something that I believe that I will be so fulfilled doing. And I'm just so excited. Ever since like school started, I've just been super excited to get up in the morning and go to class. And like, I know my classmates are probably super annoyed at me. But listen, we have fun and I have zero regrets. I should have done this way sooner. Let's go ahead and get into the details about my specific program. I chose an accredited school by going to barbercosmo.ca.gov, and there they have a list for your state that you live in of all of the accredited barber schools, I believe, and esthetician schools. So it was a list for me. I believe it was about, I want to say between 50 and 100 schools. I can't remember specifically for California, the area of California that I live in. And I called every single school on that list to get clarification about their program, the hours, what's included in the program. Do they teach you how to do lashes? Are they including microdermabrasion? Are they, these are questions that you want to ask, you know. Of course, waxing and of course facial is going to come with that, but you want to see what else they're going to throw in your certificate that will make it more worth your money. So I chose to go with the beauty school, Marimel Beauty Academy, and I love it. I made the perfect choice. I was going to go with a less expensive school due to money, and I just figured a license is a license. And once I read the reviews and found out the school was dirty and like they just really don't take pride in where they work, and they also have clients come into the school, I just said for myself and in good faith, knowing we just came out of Corona, like sanitation got to be first and foremost, boo. Coronavirus! Like, period. But I said, you know what, let me go ahead and pay a little bit more, especially for an environment where I know things are going to be clean and they're just going to be up to a certain standard. And it also included my kit when I joined this school. The previous school that I was considering, I was going to have to purchase everything on my own, and it just seemed a little junky, y'all. So I'm glad I went with the school that I went with. I love my teacher. She's so full of energy and she's just amazing. She has about 20 years experience working in the beauty industry, as an entrepreneur. So I'm just soaking up all this information that she's telling us about her experiences in the field and things that I should look out for, or things that I should be ready to hop on as soon as I graduate. So in our class, I have some of my books here, but we got 4 different books. These are 2 of the books. Once I get past my fundamentals course, this will be the next course that I'm going to be taking. But right now they have our program split into 2 different classes. So the first 300 hours of my course are dedicated to sanitation and learning about professional and soft skills. So those are skills that are really going to be useful. A lot of it is common sense, but I'm glad that there's such an emphasis on making sure that we're professional and we're showing up correct when we go do our job. Now, I do have a lot of experience already in the work field, so I think that just plays well into where I am in my career. Like, I know when I start, I'm already gonna be professional. I know that I'm gonna present myself in a certain way, and I have a certain drive because I already have done these things that I know I don't want to do, and this is what I want to do. So yes, the second portion of the 300 hours, we have to get 650 hours in total for California to become a licensed esthetician. But the second 300 hours are going to be dedicated to practicum and prepping for state board. So I'll have to get a state board kit, and we'll basically be practicing every day, and we'll be getting more deep into the theory of skincare, the science, the anatomy, and kind of like the biology and the behind skincare. So right now, like I said, I'm just kind of in the basics. This is just, you know, a video just telling you guys a little bit about the program. And I'm excited, you guys. Like, I'm so geeked. So I'll be finished with my licensure around November. I started early May, I believe. Yes. I'll be done around November, and then a couple months after that, I'll be eligible to go ahead and take my state board exam, in which I can receive my licensure. I know for myself, I'm most interested in working in either a day spa, or just some atmosphere that I know is going to be really dedicated to holistic healing. However, a lot of my classmates and people at my school are really wanting to go into med spas. So they'll be doing more procedures under a doctor, or whatever services they offer that are related to maybe like fillers and medical cosmetic procedures will be, you know, a lot of people's focus that are in my class. For me, I know I'm more interested in kind of just doing like a day spa or something relaxing. And who knows, I might change my mind down the road. And that's what's so wonderful about getting this license. Like, literally the sky is the limit. You can become a beauty consultant. You can work at a department store and specialize in a makeup line or a skincare line. Like, there's so many things that you can do with this license. You can pick up and decide to open up your own business. And that is what really attracted me to this field. I am a healer. I love all things healing and health and helping. However, I do want to be able to construct my life and build my work kind of around my life and the things that matter to me most. And what matters to me most is making sure that I am in good shape and I'm taking care of my health so that I can help the people around me. So this journey's been a long one, you guys, but I've learned so much about myself, and I just know that about myself, the more I'm able to pour into myself, the more I'm able to pour into you guys. And I hope that you guys, you know, take something from this video that's valuable. I hope that you guys continue to follow me on the journey, and let me know if you guys are gaining licensure in esthetician, anything that I should look out for, or things that you have questions about. I would love to do a video on them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.